Sales tax is an additional amount of money they're charged on items you buy. So if you go to HEB or Walmart or wherever and you buy an item, you're gonna pay sales tax. So they say the sales tax is 10%. They're gonna take 10% of whatever that item is and then add it on to the cost of that item. And then tip is where, like, if you go to a restaurant, let's say it costs you $20, and you give a 20% tip, that is $4. So to be $20 plus 20% of $20, which is $4. So the total was 24. And then on the bottom is discount, but we're not doing that today. So open our little booklet. So the Washingtons went out to eat at Saltgrass Steakhouse. Their bill was $40 plus tax. If the tax rate is 8.25%, how much do they pay in tax? So, what are we going to use to solve this? Javier. Perfect. So, since it has a percentage, we can use the percent box. Percent goes here, 100 goes here, part goes here, whole goes there. What was the new wrinkle we added? Change and OG. But is there a change in this case? No, we're not doing that on this one. Okay, so their bill was $40. That's the whole bill. Where does that go? Well, actually, let me backtrack. Where do we start? Just tell me. With the percent. So it's 8.25%. Now I go to the whole. My whole bill is how much? $40. And then here I put an X. So I solve this by cross multiplying. 100 times X is 100X. And then 8.25 times 40 is 330. So, what do I do now? Divide by 100. Divide by 100. Since I'm dividing by 100, I can use the shortcut. There's a decimal at the end here. I can move that decimal 2 spaces to the left because you're dividing. 1, 2. And so X equals $3.30. That's how much you're going to pay in tax. So if the question says, how much did they pay in tax? Well, they paid $3.30. But if the question says, how much did they pay in total? What did they pay in total? $43.30. Does that make sense? All right, so example number 2. No, because the 40 is the whole bill. And $3.30 is a part of that bill. Because they're paying 8.25% of that bill. Yes, sir. No, if they say what's the total, period, plus the taxes, you add them together. But if they just say what's the tax, you just focus on the tax. It looks like this example is the exact same. Oh, yes, okay, so I see. So let's just go ahead and answer that. We already know what they paid in we already know what they paid in taxes. So how would I get the total? I would add it. So my whole was $40 plus the $3.30 I paid in taxes. That equals total $43.30. Any questions thus far? All right, let's go over to tip. So everyone's heard, or at least your parents, they pay a tip whenever they go to a restaurant, right? All right, so or if you go to Starbucks, you pay tip there too. So Mark went to Applebee's with his family. The bill was $52.50 with tax included. If he left the waitress a 20% tip, how much did he tip the waitress? So what was my whole bill? So I'm going to tip 20% of that bill and then add it on to that bill. That's my whole bill. So we start with the box because there's a percent. What's my percentage here? All right. And then part whole. What's my whole? Or you could put 52.5. That's fine. 50. I mean, it's right here. What goes here in the part? So we have 100 times x, which is 100x. Then we have 5250 or 52.5 times 20 is 1050. Then we divide by 100. Divide by 100. The shortcut, since I'm dividing by 100, there's a decimal here. I can move it to the left once, twice. And so my tip is going to be $10.50. So now the question says, what was the total? If I use that tip, what's the total? So I take the 52.50, add $10.50. What does that equal? $63. Does that make sense? Okay, so we're going to do number 1 and number 3. On the back, do number 1 and number 3.